So something that I think many of you are very well aware of after the release of Spider-Man No Way Home has been the obvious love for Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man and what he did with that character in the film. But somehow along the way, people have twisted the love for Andrew Garfield as Spider-Man into you always hated Andrew Garfield if you didn't like the Amazing Spider-Man films. But those two things are not exclusive to one another. You can like one and not like the other. So let me try to explain why some of us have always been fans of Andrew Garfield, but not his films. So first off, let me preface this by saying that I did not love everything about Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man in the Amazing Spider-Man films. I always thought he had the potential to be amazing, to be the best Peter Parker. But as we always said in regards to those films, the scripts, the politics behind the scenes, and what they were doing with the direction of the franchise, the pre-engineered Peter Parker destined to be a hero thing, this was always in your DNA, was just god-awful. That did nothing to help Spider-Man. That took away from it. Again, having problems with the story, the direction, and everything they were doing, and them making Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man a mopey teenager was something that just didn't work, and there was a whiplash effect between how he would act in certain scenes to other scenes that just did not gel well together to deliver the definitive edition which he could have been, which we have seen in Spider-Man No Way Home, that the character can genuinely be great. But somewhere along the line, right after people started realizing that, hey, Andrew Garfield has always been a great Peter Parker Spider-Man, it got conflated and confused with, well, if you like him, why did you always hate those films? I always liked those films and him as Spider-Man. Those two things are not exclusive. You can like an actor as a character and still hate the film. I hate Batman v Superman, but I love Ben Affleck as Batman. I loved Henry Cavill as Superman. I think he is in the same position as Andrew Garfield was. He was handed a bunch of terrible films in which he could have shined had he had a better direction and it wasn't so mandated by studio politics. I hope you guys are trying to understand what I'm saying here. For example, let me give you another one. Is X-Men Origins Wolverine a good film that introduces Deadpool? Is that Deadpool good? You're gonna say no. I know you're gonna say no. Nobody can actually believe that Deadpool was good. Nobody. If there is somebody, I don't know what they're on. They're just trying to be a contrarian or something. We see this all the time. Now, just because Ryan Reynolds went on and still did a great Deadpool in the following films, does that retroactively make his role as Deadpool in the other film great? No, it doesn't. It doesn't make that film great either. This, I think, is the problem with the whole Andrew Garfield argument that I'm seeing. Again, I always thought Andrew Garfield had a potential. If you go back to all the way when we were talking about this, we still have the audio commentaries up for, members in the member section. We talk about the potential there, how much we thought he could deliver a perfect Spider-Man. I always thought he was great. I just thought the writing and the direction they went with was stupid and wrong. They outright, in those films, make Peter Parker not understand basic science. Like, what? But again, that's not Andrew Garfield's fault. That's not people hating Andrew Garfield. That was people hating the terrible script, direction, and overall bland and no vision for the entire universe. Hey guys, how do you want to make the Sinister Six? How about we just make them all an Oscorp suit? Genius! Make that movie! Like, what? Why would you defend that, right? Do you guys see what I'm saying? Why would you defend some of the awful decisions made in The Amazing Spider-Man 2, like pretty much everything that had to do with Electro? But do we love Electro in Spider-Man No Way Home? Yes. Because Jamie Foxxes it up and he delivers a good performance. That doesn't retroactively make the Amazing Spider-Man 2 version good. You guys see what I'm saying? So let's stop just because you don't like the Amazing Spider-Man, you're not allowed to like Andrew Garfield as Spider-Man. No, they're not mutually exclusive to each other. You can like one thing and not like the other. Here, let me blow your mind. The Witcher is still my favorite franchise of anything ever, and I don't like the Netflix show. Shocking, right?